Hello, Nistas and Nistos. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to my channel. I'm SavingsFashionista. Yeah, me. She is I am her. And you have arrived to Nista's Nation. And over here, we do mainly things fragrances. But today, we're going to do something just a little bit different. It still deals with fragrance, but it's more so on the body care side. So, you know, the fragrances that we talk about is either body or home. And as I always tell you, there are times where I will throw in a little bit of this or a little bit of that. So, you guys, we're going to get right into the content. Today, I want to talk to you about some of my body oils that I love to use. They are either new to my collection or I have been using them for a very long time. So I want to talk about like affordable or inexpensive, because I don't know what's affordable from one person to the next. Inexpensive to more pricier body fragrances. And once we get into the more pricier, they do become more of like perfume oils. So we're here to talk about body oils. And I think that it's a great time to talk about body oils because body oils are something that I tend to use more in the summer months. I do use them year round, but I use them more in the summer months for, of course, hydration and moisturizing my skin. But I do understand that some people just cannot use just a body oil. For instance, like my daughter. She enjoys these body oils, but in certain areas of her body, she do have to put like a thicker oil on her body to make sure that it stays moisturized and she doesn't have like this ash. So we're going to talk about the more the inexpensive ones first. So let's just get right into the content. I guess I'll do them in order from how long I've been using them, so to say. So this is a bio oil. I've been using bio oil probably anywhere from 12 to 15 years. I use this. My friend that I went to grad school with, she was very instrumental in showing me this because I had a friend and it used to be so weird. Quick story time, you guys. She had these severe allergies. Now I have sinus and allergies, but I try to combat mine and control them and stay ahead of them before they become a problem. So we carpooled. So she was such a good friend to me till I just couldn't, like, I'm not about to ride with you because I can't wear perfume. So what I would do on the days that we went to class, I would just put on light fragranted, very, very light fragranted perfume or just a body mist or something like that. So by the end of the day, when it's time to go to evening classes, it's not heavy and it doesn't smell because she just could not tolerate it. So we would have conversations, and she was telling me about the type of deodorant she used. I think it was called Hydro Dry or something like that. But at the time that she was using it, she had to get it from the dermatologist. This is just how bad her allergies and sinus was. She could not smell anything. And this is what she used to keep her body moisturized, because this doesn't have a smell to it. It has a little smell, but the smell that it has to it is very tolerable. So when she told me about this, because she had really pretty skin, I'm like, what do you do? And she was like, I use this stuff that my dermatologist, my doctor told me about, and it's bio oil. Now when I started buying this stuff was so expensive. This bottle right here, I want to say that it was maybe $27 in the local drugstores or whatever. But I started to use it, got hooked on it, and this is just what I like to use. But this is the bio oil. It's supposed to help improve the appearances of scars. It's supposed to help with stretch marks and stuff like that. I really can't talk about that because I haven't paid it much attention, and I use so much different stuff and always have through the years, so I don't want to give out any false hopes. So this is the bio oil. The next one that I've been using for a while is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Oil Mist. Now the little boy, as a baby, only used the Aveeno products. So they came out with this little oil, and I started using, we would use this oil mist as well. So the entire house ended up liking it. You can get this at the drugstore, and it is very affordable. This is oat oil, oat oil and jojoba oil. I think I do have it. I will have it linked in my description because it is in my Amazon storefront. And you can also find this at Walmart. Very inexpensive. All right, so that's another inexpensive one. I also use the Shea moisture oils. I'll leave a picture of it right here. I had one, I think, in my last empties. I use that also. I have used the hibiscus one, and I used the coconut one. I've used the coconut one more so than the hibiscus one. And just regular jojoba oil, I've used that through the years. Vitamin E oil, any type of thin oil, I really like those oils. And believe it or not, you guys, I know you've probably heard this in the hygiene world before. Those oils, they really do extend the longevity of your fragrances. So it's always good to use a thin, fine oil. All right, another one, thanks to my girl Jasmine Bullard. I discovered this over on her channel some time ago. It's been over a year ago. I was finding it at Walmart. Then I couldn't find it in Walmart. Then I started finding it on Amazon. They no longer have it on Amazon. I did purchase this and another one. It came in a set of 2 for like $25 on eBay. And they also had one on eBay for just one of them for $35. I'm going to see if I can leave the picture there so you can see. I think that this was just, thanks to my girl Star over on Instagram. She told me she think that it was just a limited edition. But this is the Illuminating a Co-Creation Shimmering Body Oil. This stuff feels so good. And it looks so good on the skin. And this is a 3.3 full ounce. If you see these, like, I think it may have been discontinued. Or it was just temporary item like Star said, because I can't find this anywhere in a store. No store. Target, Walmart, DG, the Family Dollar store. I've looked everywhere. The grocery stores, I cannot find this anywhere. So if you find this, get them because you will not regret it. So this is the Illuminating Co-Creation Oil by Vaseline. Y'all excuse me, I'm such a klutz. Alright, this is one that's newer to my collection. I just got this when it first launched and it came out. I almost want to say, did I pay? I think I paid regular price for this because at the time that I bought it, I don't think that it was on sale, and I wanted it so bad because this fragrance smells really nice. And I'm not a big rose fan, but I have learned over the past months or so that rose wears well on my body, and once I get through that initial rosy smell and it really seeps into my skin, it really is nice on my skin. So this is the Love Rose Cacao, and it's just cacao and rose. So this is a massage oil from Bath and Body Works. I use this one, and I use the eucalyptus and tea, as well as the eucalyptus and spearmint, I want to say. So these are other body oils, and the entire house uses this. That eucalyptus and tea, I use that on a little boy most of the time at night because I do think it helps him to kind of simmer down and relax. So these are really good. Now all of these are under $20 each. All of them under $20 because you can get this now off Amazon for $14, and I think it has gone down in the drugstores also. So all of these are under $20. All right, so let's talk about the more pricier ones that are considered perfume oils, and I can see them being more expensive because of, you know, the perfume oil content that they have in it. Now you guys, it's taken me so long to do this video because I cannot find my content notebook. I have like a little notebook that I keep, and I put all my ideas, and I script my ideas with the information that I need to script as far as the scent notes and stuff. So I misplaced that. I don't know where it is. So we're going to just talk about the oils that I do have, and we're going to talk about some that are on my wish list. Alright, so I do want to talk about this. This is not an oil. This is the Fenty Beauty Skin, and this is the Budda Drop. Now, I purchased this about a month and a half ago, and as you can see, the light is kind of phasing it out. It does have a nice little dent in it. It doesn't take a lot. A little goes a long way. And the reason that I'm featuring this as an oil, because you guys, this stuff is so unique. It's almost like it's magic. It's thick enough to give you the essence of a cream, but it's also thin enough to give you the effect of an oil. That's weird to me. It's just weird. It feels so good in your skin, and it holds you. So if you're like one of those people that you feel like the thicker the better, and I get it because my husband is the same way, but I'm gonna ask him to use some of this because it doesn't have a smell to it. And the little smell that it does have, it doesn't have a heavy smell. The little smell that it does have, his cologne will take care of that. So I'm going to see if he will use this, and I'm going to report back to you to let you know if it works for him like a cream. But this stuff is so good. I really enjoy this. It's just good, you guys. And I've had some great results with using this as a baser to put on underneath my perfumes and stuff like that. So it does help the perfume last. This is I think it comes in 2 different sizes. This is the larger one, and I got it at Sephora. So like I said, it is not an oil, but it feels like an oil on your skin. It looks like a cream, as you can see, but once you rub it into your skin, it feels just as light as an oil. And look how shiny my hand is. It feels just as light as an oil. All right, so that's one of my favorites also. Now, these ones were like on my wish list, and I still have some that I have to get off of my wish list. Now, this was on my wish list. This is the Tom Ford Soleil Blanc. Now, I do want this fragrance, but I'm starting to settle for just the oil and just combine it with something else, because Tom Ford, I like their fragrances. I have Lost Cherry. I've had Black Orchid. Some of their fragrances are just too overbearing. You have to really, really be into like the heavy hitters, the bold fragrances. And I'm just not in that mood all the time. So when I buy Tom Ford fragrances, I am very, very, very selective with what I buy. However, I do think that the Soleil Blanc is really good. So let's talk really quick about the fragrance notes in the Soleil Blanc. Alright, so the fragrance notes in the Soleil Blanc are, and I'm looking for this, you guys, on my iPad. I did some screenshots. Okay, so the Soleil Blanc, they have pistachio in the top notes, bergamot, cardamom, pink pepper. The heart notes are tuberose, ylang ylang, jasmine. The base notes are coconut, amber, tonka bean, and benzoate. Now, this is so good. It's so pretty. I love the way that it sprays on, and I love how it looks and it shimmers and glistens on the skin. Really, really nice. This fragrance is really easy to pair with anything that has coconut in it, because I've paired it with the K.I. Lee vanilla, with the Utopia Cocoa. I've paired it with Beach Walk. It goes really well. So if you don't have the Soleil Blanc, you can always take the oil, pair it with something else that have a similar fragrance profile, and it will work just well. So I did get this one. Also on my wish list is the Soleil Neige. The Soleil Neige is really, really nice, you guys. It has more of a clean, fresh fragrance to it, and I'm just going to leave a picture of it. So the Soleil Neige shimmering body oil, and it, as you can see, it's more like a silver color. This is the gold one, and I think Soleil Blanc come in rose gold as well, but this is just the standard gold one. But I want the Soleil Neige. So let's talk about the fragrance notes in Soleil Neige. The fragrance notes in Soleil Neige are bergamot, carrot seeds. Those are the top notes. The heart notes are orange blossom, white flowers, jasmine, rose, Turkish rose. The base notes are benzoate, vanilla, and lavender. So I do have a lot of ideas in my head already of what I could pair Soleil Neige with. So hopefully in the near future I will check that off of my wish list. Alright, so let's talk about 2 other fragrance oils that I have. Now you guys, this right here is so good. This right here is just, it's really running neck to neck as far as popularity as the Vanilla 28. You cannot find this in the larger size. I don't know if they discontinued it. I don't know if they're doing a refacing of it, which could possibly be so, because it is so popular. So I was able to get this, and I think they have this in Sephora, and you get quite a bit, enough to use. This was $33, so you can actually get you 3 to sample, and then decide on which one you want to buy as a large one. So I have the Vanilla Madagascar, and the fragrance notes in the Madagascar Vanilla are vanilla bean, vanilla orchid, and coconut. You guys, this smells so good. I have worn this by itself. It smells so good. If you put it in your pus points and you put on a nice vanilla-y or coconutty fragrance mist, this works really well. And it's purse size also. So this is the Ness Perfume Oil Madagascar Vanilla. So I also picked up the Seville Orange. This is also by Ness. The Seville Orange. The Seville Orange, the fragrance notes are orange peel, pink grapefruit, and neroli. This is another one that is just so good. This pairs really well with quite a few fragrances that I have that has orange blossom in it, or it has that citrus note in it. And the same as with the Madagascar Vanilla, you can do the same thing with this. Put this in your pulse points, get you a really nice fine fragrance mist of your choice or likings, or you could just wear this in isolation alone. It's really nice. It's nice. All right, so let's talk about one that I have on my wish list. The next one that I want to get is the Indian Jasmine. So I want to get the Indian Jasmine, and the fragrance notes in the Indian Jasmine, I'm going to leave a picture of it, are red berries, Indian jasmine, and pink pepper. I have smelled it. It smells really nice. I went to Sephora and tested it out. It smells really nice. I really like it. And Ness has like 2 more, I think. It's a rose one, and it's a sandalwood one. The reason why I opted not to get the rose one, because there's something else on my wish list that I'm very intrigued by, and I really want to get more into this house, and we're going to talk about it a little bit. So as you can see here in the view, this is the pretty it is. So let's talk about the fragrance notes that it has. The top notes are black pepper, raspberry accord. The heart notes are peony accord, Egyptian geranium, freesia accord, Turkish rose. The base notes are ambery accords, patchouli, Indonesia, and musk. All right, so you guys, I said that instead of just getting more rose oils, I would just, since I have some from this, I would just put this on my wish list and try this one out. So they do sell this at Sephora. You can also, I saw it on Neiman Marcus website, as well as the actual Acqua di Parma fragrance. Kind of like looking around to see what they have to offer. It is a niche brand, and it is along the lines of like Les Labos, or what's that? Yeah, like Les Labos, where they sell home collections. They do like candles, fragrance for the home. They do body care, creams, bath washes, and they have their fragrance line. So this is like a niche fragrance house. So I really want to try, and they're not overly expensive either. You know, they have a really good price point for me, in my opinion. They're not like $300-400, you know, per bottle of fragrance. So those are my recommendations, as well as some of the things that are still on my wish list. So leave below any oils that you like to use, whether it's summer, throughout the year, if you use them as basers, or you just use them as something to enhance or luxurize your body care regimen. So I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel, and do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.